Hey everyone, it's Duncan Macgillivray. Every once in a while, instead of doing Free Legal Information Friday, we talk about automobile insurance and insurance companies in Ontario. So one thing that I've done in the past is I've done freedom of information requests to the Ontario government in order to get the submissions that the insurance industry, so your insurance companies, the submissions that they give to the government about automobile insurance and other things. So we recently got a freedom of information request back from the government on the insurance industry's submissions about restoring whether or not the government should restore the $2 million catastrophic automobile limits. So if you're in an automobile accident, if you're catastrophically injured, the most serious type of injuries, you used to have $2 million in coverage, $2 million in benefits to pay for things like care and treatment. They cut that down to $1 million back in 2016. And for a while, the government's been thinking about bumping it back up to back up to $2 million. But there's been a bunch of delays. So I got the insurance company submissions to the government, and there's a bunch of kind of interesting aha, wow moments that make you really kind of start to understand what insurance companies actually think about you, their customers. So here's the top 5. These are also in an Outlaw blog post that I'm going to put a link to as well. So number 5, Aviva, one of my favorite insurance companies. They say they support the principle of providing the highest benefit level to the most seriously injured persons. That makes sense. That's good. They should. They say, however, increasing the default limit to $2 million will add more cost to the system and result in higher premiums if costs are not offset in other ways. So Aviva basically says that if you're going to put back the limits to what they used to be, you have to restrict the coverage even more, which doesn't really make a lot of sense, especially when you consider that Aviva is the number one insurer at denying benefits and taking disputes to the License Appeal Tribunal. Number 4, Royal Sun Alliance, or Unifund. They say the system is driven by lawyers and clinics, and we need to remove the lawyers and clinics from the process. So I'm not sure how people are going to get treatment if they can't go to a clinic to get treatment. And lawyers are only needed, RSA and Unifund, because insurance companies regularly deny valid, legitimate claims. That's why we're in the system. Desjardins. This is a good one. This is number 3 on the list. They say, this is talking about the job of an insurance broker or an insurance agent. They say, we do not believe that it is appropriate for an agent to recommend specific coverage to a client. That is literally the job of an insurance broker or agent. It is to tell the customers about the types of products and coverages that are available and to give them professional advice about that. Number 2, Wawanesa, common insurance company in Thunder Bay. They say the standard limit of $1 million is more than fair. And they say it's a significant amount of money and can meet the needs of nearly every person catastrophically injured in an automobile accident in Ontario. They say there's nothing to suggest that a further $1 million gets anyone better care. So this is completely false. Think about a quadriplegic or a person with severe brain injury that needs full-time care. A person like that will exhaust the $1 million limit in less than 14 years, using nothing but attendant care. Nothing for treatment, just all for attendant care. Having that further $1 million that we used to all actually have would provide that injured person with more care instead of the care running out. And the number 1 wow moment in these submissions to the government by the insurance industry. From RSA and Unifund again. They say every single person, everyone, go through the MIG. The minor injury guideline is very restrictive. It's only $3,500 for treatment. They say everyone should go there, even your brain injured people, even your paraplegics, quadriplegics. That's the number 1. So, this is what your insurance companies, your automobile insurance companies, actually think about you. They think that you don't need the treatment money, you don't need treatment, you don't need to go to clinics. They think that lawyers and clinics are only driving up costs, and they think that the much reduced benefit levels are perfectly fine, all while they're making money hand over fist, especially during this pandemic. This has been Duncan Macgillivray, Insurance Insider. Blah. Have a good one.